Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvy here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we came out of the ocean force point after putting away the spellstone, which apparently the spellstones is not enough to put the planet back together. This is a lovely green, emerald green that Tricky's turned into. But while we were in there, Peppy has detected that there's a Kosoa spirit back at the walled city. So let's return to the ThornTail Hollow and do the last few things there before we head to Walled City for a second time. But anyway, take one last look of Cape Claw, everybody, because this is the last time we're ever going to be seeing it. Oh, it's such a beautiful area. I wish the music was playing. It's so beautiful. Come on. You're in the middle of your swing! Stop blocking! Jesus, I hate that they can constantly block whenever they want. Anyway, to the hollow. Now I forget we have to see the queen before we leave. I know there is one thing I want to do before we leave the hollow, which is something I've been saving up until now. Anyway, let's make the long walk back to the hollow. Just wish that I can make this go a little faster. Go through this maze one final time. Once we reach it, on the map, go this way. Hang a turn here. Go through the shark claw infested areas. Nice. Just put my staff away. Grab some energy. Just a long trek back to the hollow again. Wish this had like fast travel or something like that. You think if their inspiration was Ocarina of Time when they made Dinosaur Planet, you think they would get the idea to maybe create like some fast travel points or something? Because Ocarina of Time had fast travel. Ah! The queen just comes to meet us here! We don't have to go find her!
Fox, something is not right. The walled city has not yet returned to the planet. My husband is still stuck up there. You did return all of the spell stones.
Of course, but wait, the spirits. They must have something to do with it.
You're right. Without all the spirits, the magic cannot be channeled back into the planet.
Your boss said to return to the walled city. There must be a shrine we've yet to find.
Yep, so they tell you, yep, head to the walled city.
Tricky will make a fine king. Thank you again, Fox.
Yeah, he would, actually. Do you say anything else?
Tricky will make a fine.
No, you don't.
Thank you again, Fox.
Yeah, I forgot she actually comes to see you, and you don't need to actually go and see her. Let's choke to death. Yeah, so before we head to our R-Wing, let's go to the Warp Stone, as there is something I've been holding off until now. Now that we have all 8 of the cheat tokens. And sit down and grab yourself a drink and some popcorn as I'm gonna tell you a bit of trivia, both from what has been confirmed and what's been left to speculation. Let's go to the Gamewell Maze. So here we have a maze hidden underneath the warp stone. Our goal in the maze, I believe, is to get to the center, which is, I believe, is it this part there? Either or won't. No, wait a minute. It's way over there. You can see the basket. You can see torches that are lit to show you where you need to go, so you can use them as a landmark, as sort of a way marker to see where you are in the maze. So, the trivia about this maze is undercooked. Essentially, this maze was going to be much more grander in design, and there was actually supposed to be an enemy in here that would be chasing you. The only enemies that are in here are these little, like, vine guys, but there was actually supposed to be an enemy in here. Now, I don't think it's ever been confirmed, so I don't know if it was supposed to be like a specialized mutated dino, or a special variant of a sharp claw, minotaur, or whatever. But you're going to notice at some of the dead ends, there's going to be warp points. If you use them, you warp yourself out of the maze. And the reason they exist was because of this special enemy. This enemy that would chase you could not be killed, as far as I'm aware of, and if it reached you, it either did a stupid amount of damage, or it would instant kill you. So this enemy would be constantly looking around in the maze for you. I don't know if it always is aware of where you roughly are, or if it just randomly wanders until it finds you. But yeah, there was supposed to be something in here hunting you down, and that didn't happen because of time constraints. Again, it's been speculated if it's supposed to be like a special variant of a sharp claw, if it was going to be like some sort of like mutated dino, or some specialized dino, minotaur. There's a few theories on what it could be. But yeah, there was supposed to be something down here chasing you, and for good reason. As for those warp points, basically, if you knew where the warp points were, if it found you and looked like you couldn't escape, you could go to one of the dead ends that had warp points in them and warp yourself out of here to safety and then try again. Here we go. Because this is what you want to work towards, is this well here. So let's start depositing our coins. The well looks into your future. There is sorrow ahead. A close friend does not have much time left. It will be hard to accept it, but you will grow. So you will get these little hints on things that are supposed to happen later in Fox's future. That hint says that that a friend close to you does not have much time left. This may be implying to Peppy, because Peppy is the oldest member of the Star Fox crew currently, and given that he's an old man, he probably has maybe about a good 20 or so years left to him. Presuming if the animals in Star Fox's universe go through standard human aging. So yeah, because he's the oldest, it implies that he is gonna die soon. And, yeah. And Fox will grow from it. Now, I do not know. Now, as far as I'm aware of, I believe Peppy does live to see Assault. I don't know if he's still alive when Command happens. So, Michael, if you're watching these, can you confirm to me if Peppy is in Command? And if not, if anything happens to him in that game? But anyway, let's deposit the second coin. Cheat activated. So, this is the purpose of the cheat tokens. There are only 2 cheats in the game, because Rare could not fully develop the rest of the cheats. One of them is, I believe, a language option that allows you to translate Dino Talk, or something like that. And the other is a sound test. Basically, you can listen to whatever songs you've heard in the jukebox on the Great Fox, on the main menu. Those were the only 2 cheats ever implemented. There were supposed to be other cheats implemented because if you know Rare's history with their games, you will know that Rare loves rewarding players' cheats to make their games easier and infinitely more fun for replay value and just to fuck around. This is notable in like Banjo-Kazooie, where you got cheats that give you more eggs, more feathers. In Tooie, it would be greatly expanded, so you would get a variety of different cheats that make the game way more fun. I believe some of their other Rare titles also had this. Like, I think Perfect Dark had a few cheats, and pretty much if it was game developed by Rare around the N64 era, usually they had cheats implemented in them that you can unlock in-game and then be able to use them to honestly make the game way more fun to you. Star Fox Adventures was supposed to have a very similar cheat system where you deposit the cheat token, and you would get various cheats that you could activate. I presume some of them would probably be like give you like infinite staff energy, infinite health, probably maybe like increased damage or stuff like that. There's a variety of cheats, and sadly they were not all implemented in time. So again, only the sound test and the language option was added. The remaining cheats were not. I don't know if it's ever been confirmed what the remaining cheats would have been. But yeah, this is why the cheat tokens are very underwhelming in this game and honestly not worth going after. Especially if you've already unlocked the language option and sound test in one of your files. But third coin time. The well looks into your future. His life force is strong. His existence is like a virus. I can hear his breath in every corner of space. He will not only use the evil heart of others, but can also corrupt those that are good. This hint is very vague, and I'm not going to go into what that little piece of trivia means until much later, when it becomes more apparent, because that is technically spoiling something that hasn't happened. The well looks into your future. A friend who has left still cares about you. The bond of your friendship still remains. He will soon appear before you. And should you accept him with all your heart, and you should accept him with all your heart. Again, another vague look into Fox's future, which I will not go into just quite yet, because again, that's another spoiler. The well looks into your future. Fox, I can see you have matured into a strong leader. I'm always there with you. Never give up. Trust your instincts, my son. So that was a message from Fox's very own father, James McCloud. Through the well of that cheat token, James McCloud was able to speak through the well to us. Basically saying that he's proud of Fox, that he's matured into a strong leader. And that he is extremely skilled and proud of all Fox's skills and achievements up to this far. This is the only reference to James McCloud you get in Star Fox Adventures. Which I think is actually pretty nice and touching that the well has James speak to you. Another cheat was activated. That's either the sound test or the language options. Wish it told you what the cheat was. The well looks into your future. You are meant to be together. It is your destiny. Together as one, you will bring peace. Now, this may imply something with Fox and Crystal, I believe. I think it implied that Fox and Crystal were always destined to meet. And as long as they're together, the Lilac system will be in peace. I think that's what that implies. Oh, there was a third cheat? What on earth is the third cheat? Because I only knew about the sound tests and the language options. What on earth is the third cheat? Well, must be something not that interesting if I don't remember it. I'm going to have to look it up what it is later. Okay, let's warp ourselves out of the warp stone. Thank you for all your help, buddy. So let's make our way to our... Okay, apparently I felt like a swim. let's make our way to our R-Wing, shall we? And while we're at the R-Wing, I'm gonna play ball with Tricky. Because I won't be able to play ball at the beginning of the next episode. While I go over a few details on what's about to happen. So, your next destination is the walled city. However, there is one thing to note. This is going to be a point of no return. If you go to the walled city and collect the Kasoa spirit that is hiding there, you will not be able to return to the Hollow whatsoever. Meaning any cheat tokens you haven't gathered and deposited into that well, let alone any other things you haven't done, such like certain side quests like the Lightfoot children, which again gets you one of the cheat tokens, and certain other things, as well as any items you didn't buy in the shop and whatnot, will be locked out to you, so you will no longer be able to return to the Hollow, so you can't go back to Moon Mountain Pass, Cape Claw, etc. So if there's anything left you need to do, be sure to do it now, because if you leave and get the spirit at the walled city, you can never come back here. Another thing worth noting is that we go to our pause menu.
General Pepper here.
You want to have the Zoom goggles.
Detailed report downloading.
Oh, so make sure you get the high-vis display device from the shop, because this item is going to be required for walled city. If you go to walled city without it, you will find out that you cannot progress, and you're gonna have to come back to ThornTail Hollow, go to the shop and buy it, which means you have to leave the walled city, do the R-Wing section to get back onto the planet, go to the shop, buy the binoculars, go back to your R-Wing, do the R-Wing section for walled city again, and then land at walled city and do what you're supposed to do. So make sure you have those goggles before you leave the planet one final time. Because again, if you're gonna quickly find you're not gonna be able to progress without those goggles. So I hope you've gone and bought them, because yeah, you're definitely gonna need them. Anyway, let's throw the ball a few more times so Tricky changes color. Ooh. I love this pink ink and the red. I think this is one of his final colorations. I'm gonna have to check to see how many more colors he has, because Tricky does not have much time left with us. And I'm not gonna spoil why, but let's head to the walled city. So we're going to be going to the walled city. Now this makes me wonder, were they planning at one point allowing you to go back to the other satellites, like go back to Dragon Rock, go back to Cloud Runner Fortress, and go back to Dark Eyes Mines to do things there? Because you can't go beyond the landing site of Dark Eyes Mines and Cloud Runner Fortress, because their doors are locked off. You can technically explore around Dragon Rock since you land in the middle of it, but I believe certain areas like where the Cloud Runner was and all that are locked off from you. The only one that isn't locked off during a revisit is Walled City, because we can actually explore more of it when we get there. So it makes me wonder if at one point we were supposed to revisit these other areas as well to do things there. But anyway, in the next episode we will go to the Walled City and try and look into whatever Kasoa spirit is hiding there. If you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. I'll see you all next time. Later.